This is Tales and Whispers, where every story is felt, not just heard.
Have you ever won a battle only to realize you just lost the war? I want to tell you a story about a management lesson that totally changed how I see leadership and what it really means to win. It all started with a mistake I made. So I had just been promoted to manager. I was new, I was eager, and I really wanted to prove that I was in charge, that nobody was going to pull a fast one on me. And well, that attitude was about to be seriously tested. On my new team, there was this one guy who was an absolute rock star. I mean, the kind of employee you dream about. But there was a catch, a pretty big one, actually. So on one hand, this guy was a total powerhouse, super energetic, smart, and he just crushed every goal we set, a real high achiever. But on the other hand, he kind of treated the rules like they were optional. He'd just dip out without permission, took way too many days off. It was a constant headache. And then one day, it all came to a head. He walks up to me and asks for time off to go on a trip with his buddies. Now, normally, not a big deal, but with his track record, I just felt like, okay, this is it. I have to draw the line here. So I told him no, flat out. I was the manager, right? My job was to enforce the rules for everyone. I thought that was that, but oh boy, was I wrong. That was just the beginning. The very next day, what do you think happened? He calls in sick, and I knew it. I had this gut feeling he was lying. And right then and there, I decided, nope, I'm gonna prove it. I even had this little plan cooked up in my head. Step 1, deny the leave. Check. Step 2, get the fake sick call. Check. So I moved right on to step 3. Drive over to his house super early and catch him right in the act, which would lead me to my grand finale, step 4, prove he's a liar. And you know what? It worked perfectly. I pulled up and there he was, standing outside his house, bags packed, ready to go. I had him, red-handed. It was the ultimate gotcha moment. You should have seen the look on his face. He was just mortified. That mix of pure shame and regret, honestly, it was exactly what I'd wanted to see. I had done it. I had won. I exposed the lie. I asserted my authority. I drove away from his house feeling like $1,000,000. I was totally convinced I'd done the right thing. But was that victory really a victory? Or was there another chapter to this story? Turns out, that little victory of mine came with a huge price tag. A price I was not prepared to pay. A few days after our little confrontation, I got an email. It was his resignation. He was gone. I had backed him into a corner so tight that his only way out was to just leave. And the impact on the team was immediate. I mean, look at this. Our performance, which had been through the roof, just plummeted. All those amazing results he brought in vanished. And trying to replace him was basically impossible. The numbers right here tell the real story of my so-called victory. Looking back on it all, I just have to ask myself, what did I really get out of that? I proved a point about one day off. And in return, I lost my best employee and completely torpedoed my team's success. It was, and I'm not exaggerating here, unparalleled stupidity. That whole painful experience taught me one of the most powerful leadership lessons I've ever come across. It's the wisdom of knowing when to just overlook something. There's a term for it, strategic overlooking. And look, this isn't about being weak or letting people walk all over you. It's the opposite. It's about making a smart, conscious choice to ignore a small problem because you've got your eyes on a much bigger, long-term prize. It's a sign of real strength. See, when you push someone into a corner with no way out, you really only give them 2 options. 1, they run, just like my employee did, and you lose them forever. Or 2, they stay, but now they're your enemy. Their motivation is gone, their performance craters. Either way, you lose. There's this saying that just perfectly sums it all up. True leadership, true mastery, isn't about catching every little mistake. It's about having the wisdom to know which fights matter and which ones are better left alone for the good of the whole team. And that really brings us to the final, most important lesson from this whole mess. It's all about changing how you think about what it means to win. I learned the hard way that not every battle is worth winning. I won the fight over a single sick day,
But in the process, I lost the whole war for my team's success. My victory was actually a huge defeat in disguise. By cornering my employee, I basically burned the boat that could have carried us both to a lot more success down the road. You have to leave people an honorable way out. You never know when you're going to need that relationship again. So, I'm going to leave you with this question to chew on. In your own life, at work, at home, wherever, when you're faced with a fight, ask yourself, which battle will you choose not to win?